Alright, and 3, 2, 1. Hello, this is commentator Cody. Here we are live at the beautiful venue of Cody's apartment, seeing where our two competitors will be playing first. We have matchup number 1, game 1 between Rillaboom Cody and between Cinderace Cody, and here we are going live to the match. I've been told that Rillaboom Cody, there on the left, has won the coin flip, and he decided to go second. Here we get the handshake, very generous from both players. So we have Cinderace Cody going second, or going first there, losing the coin flip. And here it looks like flipping over, forgot to flip over before the draw, but that's okay. We're all waking up here, early start to this all-day event of Cody against Cody action, and we're getting a quick ball to start the round from Cinderace Cody, debating how he wants to do this. Got the jrpgs start on the active. Looks like we can see a bit of a Rillaboom Cody's hand. Looks like a Marnie, some Rillabooms, not super relevant now. Starting with the Grookey, not the worst start. Would prefer the Raw Egg, but it's an okay start. And for Cinderace Cody, there looks like he's discarding the double, not getting the Dedenne, not seeing the double be relevant. He wants his fire Pokemon off hitting hard. So very important for Rillaboom Cody is going to be that weakness guard energy. That's the one that's going to stop his 3 prizers from getting one shot very easily. So almost everything on Cinderace Cody's side can one shot. So looks like we're getting the Dead Edge change, benching a Heatran and a Cinderace. Not a bad start at all for our boy on the right, Cinderace Cody. And see, Cinderace Cody's got that burn marker ready over his GX counter, starting to use that a lot, because he will be burning every time that Cinderace VMAX attacks. So, favor definitely goes to Cinderace Cody, just for having the type advantage, of course, but never say never. That weakness guard energy is going to be huge to kind of help Rillaboom Cody stay in this game, and maybe eke one out here. So we're getting the Welder guaranteed for Cinderace Cody there with the Jirachi Stellar Wish. Good play. That's the special regional promo. Very good looking card. And we see here, what does he decide to go for? He's going back in with Quick Ball, getting rid of that air balloon. Deciding to, maybe, is he going to get the Oranguru? Yep. Going to get the Oranguru, thinking that these opponents have an idea of each other's deck lists. Don't know exactly what's in it, but they got an idea, and Cinderace Cody here is thinking that Rillaboom Cody runs a heavy Marnie engine. Not wanting to get Marnie to, I'm guessing that's what he's probably up to. Maybe throwing that welder back on top to be Marnie proof. And we don't see what he's in Power Wisdom. Didn't see what that he did, but looks like he grabs a welder. Or gets a welder. I believe he put away the welder, so didn't absolutely matter, but he didn't know that. And then we see the pass and the dice roll to wake up. Alright, now let's see what the opponent on the other side is able to do. Seeing that Cinderace Cody's rocking the green sleeves, wanting to throw his opponent off, even though Cinderace is in his name. We got some sweet purple sleeves from Rillaboom Cody there. Top decks the weakness guard. What a good top deck. Looks like he's got 2 Rillaboom in his hand, a Netball, and a Marnie. So not a bad looking hand. He's able to get a grass Pokemon of his choosing and get a weakness guard on it. Looks like we're getting some interference from the Judge Shiva there. Wanting to get over the board state. Just make sure she's just checking over, make sure everything's being played down properly. So we do get that Netball. We're gonna see the Raw Eggs from Rillaboom Cody's side. Doing a quick little deck check. See pretty grass energy. Some Rillabooms of the V variety and the VMAX variety. This deck's got a lot of Pokemon named Rillaboom. We're looking at 7 Pokemon with the name Rillaboom in the name. Probably one of the most times you'll see a deck with 1 Pokemon of its name. Not normally is the V or even like the GX paired with another version of it. Not to this extent. So it looks like we didn't see it. He did grab the Rowlet eggs. Full art version there, and yep, throwing the weakness guard on it. We're going to see the Marnie. Looks like, yep, seeing the Marnie. Both players got to shuffle their hand and draw. Rillaboom Cody's going to get 5, while Cinderace Cody will just get 4. I'm hoping to see maybe if Cinderace Cody can get up dead. We do know that he is getting that welder to start, though Rillaboom Cody does not know that. But starting with a welder means the hand really can't be too bad, especially if he can get his hands on a giant hearth. And yeah, we see part of his hand looks like Boss's Order, a scoop up net, the welder, and I'm not sure what the last card is. But let's see what our active player Rillaboom Cody is dealing with. Looks like he did not hit a switch. He decided to. He could have manually retreated the Grookey, but he thought it'd be better. He wanted to get that weakness guard. Didn't want to be a welder away from losing 3 prizes. And it looks like, unfortunately, he whiffs the switch there. Just played a count of 4 switches, so not the highest odds, but not the worst odds either. Assuming that Grookey is going to die, does get a Grookey going there, and gets a Rillaboom. The nice thing that Rillaboom Cody is counting on is that his opponent can't welder and Boss's Orders in the same turn, so that Rillaboom V will be safe there. And we're going to get the pass. So we'll see what his opponent's going to do to respond to that. Really wants to get into Giant Hearth. Looks like those welders are good, but they're used to that fire energy. So I don't see a Giant Hearth there. So we get a top deck. Not sure what the top deck. Switch top deck. It looks like there might be 2 welders in hand, or a VMAX. And going for the Stellar Wish, should hit a Giant Hearth. Cinderace Cody does play 4 Giant Hearth, so the odds of hitting a, nope, it's nothing, literally nothing, just 2 Pokemon and 3 energy, so that's a bit of a shame there. But he's got some tricks up his sleeve to how he can get out of this. It's the scoop up net and the switch. Really just needs, so he's kind of thinking, can I get another Stellar Wish off? That's what's going through his mind. So it would be nice for the cameras to get a little more behind his hand. We'll have to adjust our cameras. Unfortunately, our cameras are completely, yep, it does get the scoop up net. Fortunately, this is a completely live broadcast, of course. But the cameras are static. We'll have to adjust our cameras for future games. Gonna get the switch back into the Jirachi he just put down. Scoop up net does allow you to redo the Stellar Wish, because as far as Pokemon knows, that's a fresh, brand new Jirachi in your that you put down, because your hand is private knowledge. So we are gonna get the Giant Hearth. That is remove his switching options though, so Cinderace Cody will have to hit another switch or a scoop up net to get out of that. He's gonna get rid of the Boss's Orders for now and get down the 2 fires to get a full welder off and get an attack going. So if he can get the switch or the scoop up net, either one which will keep it. He really wants to get that attack off. It's not the worst thing if he whiffs it. His opponent's still pretty far behind, not having any Rillaboom in play yet. But we definitely prefer. It looks like we do see a switch there and a fire energy. We get an extra energy attachment for turn on that Heatran GX on the bench, and we are getting the switch. With the switch, we pull up into the active with that Cinderace. Do we have the VMAX, or are we just attacking with the V? Looks like, yep. Looks like we're just hitting with that V. It still does more than enough damage. No, we get 1 more Primary Wisdom for the turn. Gets another Cinderace. Decides not to bench it, saving that spot. Probably open forward to Dene. I was going to keep it open to Dene's spot. And we still get the knockout with Crimson Legs. It's the name of Cinderace's attack. And takes a prize. So here we're going. What does Rillaboom Cody have on the other side of the board in retaliation? He does have the weakness guard. With weakness guard energy, it takes a lot for me to get KO'd. It's not impossible though. With Welder, Heatran can do 300, which is 2 more energy. It's very possible that that could be happening. Cinderace does have free retreat with any stadium in play. So the odds are probably pretty decent. Just get the second weakness guard, so that's really good. Gets both weakness guard in play and gonna hit a welder, hoping to draw some cards and slow his opponent down. Even though he's giving his opponent an extra card, it was his only draw supporter, I believe. So he had to do something to get some more cards in his own hand. So that trade-off is worth giving your opponent an extra card. So let's see what we have in response. Gonna get the, looks like on Cinderace Cody's side, I see a welder, a couple fire energy, 2 fire energy at least, and something in the middle. So that's didn't really work out actually at all. But again, his plan was mostly for himself to draw cards, but he also didn't really draw anything that's special. The Rillabooms aren't great. Looks like he just needs to go for this. He could reset stamp, but that's not gonna help. Give his opponent one more card. Looks like we're just going to get the super growth. Finally get a Rillaboom in play. It'd be a lot better if he could have done that last turn and then got some damage in this turn, but unfortunately that was not able to happen. So we are going to see it this turn, and energy will start accelerating next turn, but is it going to be too late is the problem. And it just depends. Can Cinderace Cody get that big knockout? So that was the turn. Yeah, we do see, looks like he has maybe Professor's Research for next turn, or the Energy Recycle, Professor Research or Professor Juniper, and the Cody Quarantine Invitational. Professor Juniper are legal proxies of Professor Research here, so I'm not sure which one that is, but that's what it looks like the card to be. So we just have draw for next turn. You can throw his Rillabooms. He's got an Ordinary Rod if he really needs him back, but just having the one is really all you need right now. So nothing he doesn't mind too much throwing away. The Energy Recycle kind of hurts, but again, he does have the one Ordinary Rod. So Cody, Cinderace Cody here is looking. He's looking for that knockout, I bet. If I could get into his head, that's what I would imagine. Trying to, he doesn't really need anything actually. He has the knockout if he chooses to go for it with the welder that's in hand. Welder just 2 anywhere, retreat for free thanks to the Cinderace V's ability. Get Heatran in the active. He's probably a little worried though. If he does that, I think that's still the play. However, if he does that, there is a chance that Cinderace, Rillaboom Cody, apologies, does counter. If he's able to get a manual attachment on that Rillaboom V, he can counter with a return knockout, getting rid of all that energy he put on Heatran there. Because he will have to commit 6 energy. So he does have an extra one he can play down. So he doesn't. So he can have at least 1 on this Cinderace V. Again, he could also just go for the VMAX. Yep, he's gonna retreat into the Jirachi. Not sure what he's trying to get here. Maybe just like a Pokecom to just try to get VMAX in play. Looks like, yep, that's what he's going for. But does he have a way? Nope. Yeah, we're going to play that Pokecom immediately with the Jirachi. Put that back in. Get the VMAX. Just wanted to get a bulky Pokemon on the board, I would imagine. But let's see. Does he have a way out of the active? If he went into this, he probably does. I don't see. He's a very intelligent, very calm, very relaxed player. He does not make mistakes. I'm going to go on the Heatran with the energy there. Scoobnut, yep, I did not think that he had a way. Looks like he is saving. He's deciding not to go with the Heatran attack there. I guess yeah, he's just playing it safe, not wanting. I think that was it. He does know his opponent's hand. He doesn't want to commit 6 energy on a Heatran that can get knocked out in revenge. So we're just gonna see the max power ball there for the 170 plus the burn. You can see if we can roll out of the burn here. But yeah, just take a nice safe play. Maybe too conservative, however, he does have the type advantage on his side. Less so with the weakness guard, but I still think that this board state is in his favor. You know, burn looks like it is going to stay. So yeah, this is in his favor for sure. So I think he can just be. I think his board states he doesn't need to be too aggressive. Would have been a nice knockout, but losing all that energy in return would have just been awful. So let's see what Rillaboom Cody is going to do in response. Let's top deck the Marnie. Maybe he wants the Marnie to save that. And And yeah, we're seeing Cinderace's Cody's hand there. It's not very good. It's really not good at all. He can, if he does get knocked out, he can put a Jirachi in the active, but it's actually not going to happen. He's impossible. There's nothing that Rillaboom Cody can do to knock out that Cinderace VMAX. So we're going to get the voltage beat. Where is this 2 energy going? It's going on the benched Rillaboom. He really needs to hit that V. Hitting that VMAX would be, for Rillaboom Cody, would be super. Because he can't really go in with the Rillaboom V, because he's going to do 30 damage to himself, putting that 190 range, even with the weakness guard. And so we're going to get the research. Decides that the Marnie's not going to be enough cards. Doesn't want to give his opponent another card again. Just going to plop research down and get some cards in his hand. So we get switch. We get a lot of switches. 3 switches looks like. A Marnie. I'm not seeing any energy though, because he needed an energy to be able to at least attack with that Rillaboom V, and we're not seeing it. So I guess that's the downside of not waiting on the voltage beat. I think he kind of wanted to wait on that, or no, not wait on that. He wanted to get those cards out so he wasn't drawing into the energy, increasing what he drew into. But unfortunately, whiffing the 1 energy he did need, so that's gonna slow him down. So we are debating. There's no clock, there's no timer on these games, so our competitors can take as long as they need, but not too long, not to bore the audience. Audience retention is more important than anything else here in this event. So we see him kind of mulling it over, thinking about what he's gonna do. He could do a couple of switches. He could double switch, just get rid of the burn, but then what? We're gonna sacrifice the voltage beat. It really can't do that though. He needs that acceleration. So we'll just, yep, he's just going to pass, take the burn damage, and just sacrifice his 3 prizes and hope that he can kind of wrangle a game back from here. Couldn't even get another Grookey down to get another Super Growth. That would have at least been something. If he could Super Growth to get a second, to get at least a Thwacky in play. He has both Rillaboom in the discard pile, but he has Ordinary Rod. So he could have got him back, but nope, couldn't do literally anything. So here we have a Cinderace Cody, kind of mulling over his own options. Looks like we're going to discard a Jirachi with the Giant Hearth, get some more fire in play. Do have to be careful of his fire count. He only wants 12 fire and no crystal, no way to get those back. So once those fire are gone, they're gone. But again, this is a very intelligent, very just top of the line player. Both these competitors are just some of the smartest men that you will ever see. I'm going to get that Permanent Wisdom, a Rangaroo there. Looks like he might draw the drew into the Mewtwo. What's he going to put on top? A Welder or a Boss's Orders? Could go either way. Both are good cards. Probably looks like he's adding the Welder. I didn't quite see what he grabbed there. I believe it was the Welder. But also, it may have been the Boss's Orders just to grab. Maybe the Boss's Orders just to grab game for next turn. So I think that's probably what he grabbed, but again, I did not actually see. So what to find out next turn. His hand's nothing special, so whatever that supporter is going to be really useful for sealing this game up. So he takes the knockout, goes down, and here we are going to see our first this is our first difficulty here. Looks like we have a camera down. Hold on, let's get this back up. We'll be right back with you folks. And here we are back. Apologize for the camera there. We're just making sure our cameraman has this nice and secure. Looks like there was a bit of a technical difficulty with the camera, but hey, that happens. We do everything live here, so fortunately this is going straight live right from me to YouTube, so nothing we can do about it. But our technician Cody there got the camera back up and running really quick in just a couple seconds. Just a real great, real standout guy to get our tournament rolling. So top decks the Thwacky. Looks like he has no supporters in his hand. The Thwacky's literally useless. Not even energy. Great Catcher. Looks like he's trying to Great Catcher to Dene, I think, or the Heatran. Is he just trying to get the Heatran killed? Just to get that out of the way, but Going for the, I think he's going after the Heatran. Yep, going after the Heatran, trying to get that, just get that knocked out of the way. But unfortunately, he is still, he can voltage beat. But we do have Marnie. Okay, we do have the Marnie, so we do need. Decides to go for the Marnie, save those switches. So he has to get the Rillaboom VMAX in play. He plays 2 Rillaboom VMAX and 2 Turffield Stadium. So if he's not able to hit the VMAX here, there's really nothing he will be able to do. Because he can get the knockout on Heatran, but then he's in range for the game ender from Cinderace. So we see Cinderace Cody there, goes first, gets, looks like, I think he did get that welder on top, because we see there. Probably should have been the boss's orders, but either way, the 2 prizes he needs are staring right in front of him. And we do get the energy. We had voltage beats, we didn't need it. We do have the VMAX. So this, we got the VMAX, got the energy. So we are gonna see low damage going there. That's exactly what he needed. We do see the Giovanni's Exile. If you're wondering, Giovanni's Exile, both those in his hand. Actually, those are completely legal proxies for boss's orders in this tournament. So he's going to throw 1 away just to thin, not seeing the need for both. Unfortunately, the Rillaboom does cap out at 280. If it didn't, he could just keep going and going. But that 280 cap is going to be just a little short. Decided to get another Grookey, I think, just for some thinning. Trying to get a good top deck for next turn. I believe we saw the Rillaboom V was prized. It's not even able to get that out. So, interesting enough, he's not voltage beated yet. Looks like, are we going to get a mistake and not get a voltage beat this turn? I think that's the end of his actions. Looks like is he gonna remember he hasn't voltage beated? He's grabbing his deck. Is it coming to him? He's thinking about it. There we go. Looks like he does remember the voltage beat. So getting those 2 energy, debating where to attach them to, throwing them on the Rillaboom, maybe try to get some chip damage in there. If he has to later, to soften up the Cinderace. Still has to take all 6 prizes though, so it's not looking good. The weakness guard is definitely saving him here, and we are going to discard 2 energies with that max beating attack to do 130 base plus 50 for each energy you discarded. So just get 2 prizes. We are seeing the Rillaboom V and the Quick Ball, along with that boss's orders proxy. So he's able to bring whatever up he wants next turn, but we'll see what his opponent has in waiting. I don't think Cinderace Cody will have game this turn, so we're going to get at least 2 or 1 more turn for each player after this turn. So this is something that I'm not realizing. He has no way to discard that weakness guard. He's looking through his discard pile, I think counting his energy, trying to see how much energy do I have left. He has to take 2 prizes still, so there's no 2 prize targets that he can get on the field. We're getting the draw for turn. Didn't quite see his hand or what he's got after that Marnie. But he's got Giant Hearth. The Giant Hearth has stuck. Rillaboom Cody, has 3 stadiums, but just not able to see any of them. He's playing an okay amount of supporters, drawing some cards, but just not getting the stadiums. That's the first Giant Hearth that has just been chilling there. So we're going to see the Giant Hearth, discarding a Hearth for 2 fire, realizing that he's not probably going to need it. That's probably some of his last fire. We're going to get the Quick Ball, we get another Dedenne, or just do some thinning, maybe just get another Cinderace, just to get stuff out. Yep, so he's just getting a Cinderace, get another attacker going, and just sort of thinning the deck there. But yeah, it's going to be really hard, even if they play the 2-shot game. Cinderace Cody is getting that damage down first, so he can win that 2-shot war. Both players do have access to Malo and Lana, so that's something that could be really important in these next few turns. We're going to see the welder come down on that basic Cinderace, just to get a second attacker going. Here we see our wonderful player kind of mulling over, deciding what's he gonna do, what's his out, planning his next couple moves. We don't need to. Both players only need to plan a couple moves ahead. Well, Cinderace Cody only has to plan like 2 moves ahead. Rillaboom Cody still has at least 3 more turns really to win that game. He doesn't have. He could just start bosses and boss orders around stuff, but unfortunately his attacker is just. We're gonna get the no burn, so we do clear the burn off. Get that 170 plus the 20 for a clean 190. Yeah. He can boss orders around stuff, which is nice, but he can't because he has that really damaged Rillaboom in the active. So what's he gonna do here? We're only doing a clean 280, and there's nothing. If that Cinderace VMAX comes up to attack, there with the Rillaboom VMAX staring at it, there's nothing that Cody can do. Just get the switch. Switch is nice. So we could see him go into maybe the he's got the Rillaboom. Doesn't want to bench the Rillaboom V though because there's no weakness guard left. So anything he benches from now on is just going to be an easy knockout. At least the Rillaboom there is just a 1 prizer, so that's okay. But he can't bench another. Looks like he does though. He is, or he's debating against it. No, looks like he is. Does decide to. It doesn't matter too much because the Rillaboom VMAX there doesn't have much hit points left either. So either way, he has some easy targets for the remaining prizes. Decide to go into the Rillaboom there. I'm gonna see some chip damage, just to get some damage going on that VMAX. Gonna get some energy out. Still got an okay amount of energy, I think. He's getting low, but it's not super low, so that's not a problem yet. I think he still has that recycler left. Can't remember if he threw that away with the Magnolia or not. But we can, getting 140 down. He's counting the energy, I think. Trying to see, debating if he wants to pull up the Dedenne instead. To get some damage on the Dedenne. I don't think that's a very good play, because again, once you kill you gotta get chip damage on this Cinderace. Going after the Dedenne is not gonna help you at all. It looks like that's what we are gonna do though. Don't know if I agree with that play. Or are we gonna get a mulligan here? Looks like he's kind of debating, thinking it over, realizing, oh nope, taking it back. Does take it back. The judge's ruling is that the move didn't officially go through, so it's still in special quarantine Cody rules. This is take backable, but in a normal tournament that would not be. So please, once you play a supporter like that from your hand to a discard pile, you have played it. So make sure, of course, to play those smartly when you do. But Cody quarantine rules are a bit different. We do allow takesies backsies here. So you're going to get the chip damage down on the Cinderace V. I think that's the right play. However, he's really got to get into a Malalon or something, because there's a second attacker ready to go to clean off his remaining hit points of his V. Looks like we are scoop up, netting to get something back. We're going to get a boss's orders. Yep, looks like we are going to get the boss's orders to a Rangaroo for it for the game. Pulling up the VMAX, deciding to go that route and taking it out. Does decide to shake the hands prematurely, but we just had to finish the action out with the knockout, and that is our game 1 for Cinderace vs. Rillaboom Cody. Cinderace Cody is the winner, and we'll see you all for game 2. Bye bye.